welcome to today's Sunday session. Today we're going to talk about changing the channel name, a new walking challenge I'm doing, a bit about my week, including Faithful Friday Way, and maybe also we'll talk about a bit about Black Lives Matter. So to start off, just wanted to say I'm going to be changing the name of the channel. It's down to the fact that I don't think Dan's Demon's working for the channel. It doesn't say anything about what this channel's about. So what this channel's about is my weight loss and keeping me accountable. So I did run a competition, a question on Facebook and Instagram. I came up with two, which was Downsizing Dan and Dan's Journey. Now Dan's Journey won out with by 83% of everyone that voted, so I think I'm going to be changing it to Dan's Journey. There is up on my Instagram and on my Facebook, so if you go to Instagram on Dale's Fitness Journey or on my Facebook Danny Lineker, you'll see there in my stories there what the outcome was. So I've got a new walking challenge, which is the Great Ocean Road, which is 140 miles, which works out at 239.8 kilometres. So for the past 4 days, I'm about 24% into it. I'll put a picture up for you just so you can see how far I'm going on about that. If you do want to try any of these walks, there is quite a few of them. I'll put a link up. You'll get 10% off when you get it, and you get a medal at the end. I'm just doing it because it keeps me focused on something, a goal in the end. Regarding my week, so this week, if you've seen my video on Friday, the one from the Faithful Friday Way, it wasn't a great week for me. Drank a lot of beer last weekend. Then on Wednesday I went out, and what I did was had a cheeseburger, chips and wings and a Coke. Just didn't really stick to the diet and actually put weight on. If you want to know exactly how much, just have a look at my video. I'm sure there'll be something popping up or at the end or something like that. So regarding these protests for Black Lives Matter, let me categorically state yes they do, and things do need to change in the world. But I do think a lot of people that have done these protests need to educate themselves a little bit. This George Floyd, you're chanting his name. You need to understand he was a career criminal. He wasn't a nice guy. He wasn't an innocent guy by all means. But you're chanting his name like he's some kind of martyr. To me, a criminal is not a martyr. So let me just state he did not deserve to die, and he was murdered. It was disturbing and horrible to watch that video. And if you've not watched it, please don't watch it. It's not a great thing. No one should suffer like that. And this is probably the bit that's going to upset a lot of people. Right, so George Floyd, he was a career criminal, as I said. He held a gun to a pregnant woman's belly whilst robbing her. When he was arrested and he was murdered, he was high on meth at the time, and he was willing to get in a car and drive. That's not a good thing for that. He said, but yet you're all still chanting his name when protesting. And inevitably all these protests are turning violent, and rioting and looting is happening. You're actually stealing and destroying your own communities. It's ridiculous in my eyes. It makes no sense whatsoever. But what I do want to do is just introduce you to someone called David Dorn. He was a black retired cop at the age of 77, and he was responding to looters stealing from a pawn shop in St. Louis. On Monday night that was, last week. There's no chanting for him. There's no one chanting his name. No one's bringing him up. Why? Because he was a cop and he doesn't fit with the nature of your agenda of white cops killing black people. Guys, you need to wake up. From the FBI stats, 90% of black men are killed by black men. Yes, there is injustice and there is racism and institutionalised racism and things like that. It's disgusting and it does need to change. So let me just quote what David Dorn's son, Brian Powell, said. I'm going to read this so I get it right. The person who pulled the trigger, my message to them would simply be, just step back from what you are doing, know the real reason you are protesting, and let's do it in a positive manner. We don't have to go out and loot and do all the other things. Quite powerful. I hope you all out there know the reasons for the protest, and I hope you do stay safe doing it and don't fall victim to these riots. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you all Wednesday for walking, weight loss and beers. Again, stay safe out there, guys.